Hello, and welcome back to Sickly Improbable Productions, aka watching me try to struggle to drink out of this terribly designed coffee mug for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
God, this was given to me as a gift for Christmas, or no, it was my birthday, and it's an awesome mug, but the top is a triangle, and it's terrible.
Drink from the straight side.
I'm trying to think. I'm right now contemplating like what side would be the most comfortable, and I'm would the spout that the point makes make a good flow into your mouth?
The answer is neither. Neither is good. They both suck.
Is it like where the cutout is it just like smooth going down, or is there like a lip going across it?
There's no lip. It's just smooth.
Okay.
It runs down before it actually goes in my mouth.
Okay.
Well, I like that you have it for the sake of the dice.
Yeah.
That's for the image, right?
Yeah.
They say pain is beauty, so.
But with that out of the way, who wants to take over the recap? I forget who did it last time.
I think I did.
I'll do it. I like to
Okay.
volunteer sometimes because then I don't have to do it for a couple months. So.
Volunteers for trivia.
Okay, and y'all get the Wynne version, which you know is just going to be a hot mess, and I'll probably have some others like adding little details. But from what I recall, last session, Wynne and Max were not stuck, but they were in a graveyard, and there was this creepy guy who was making Max be like in his control, if I recall, and then Wynne like messed with that secretly in a bush and like helped, and then he disappeared, and we went into the mausoleum. Ooh, I pilled that word out, and we went inside the mausoleum thing, and then we went down into the underground, and now we're kind of stuck there because there's things upstairs happening, and I think we're about to go into battle mode. And then on the other side of things, Kovacs, whoops, I said the wrong guy. Corny and Clifford. Clifford, there's the names. Yes, thank you. They both were hanging out at the mall. They had a good old time. They dealt with like the security guards. They went and got the stuff they needed, found out some info. Then they went on a Ferris wheel, if I recall. They had a moment. It was a really fun time. Then they decided that they were leaving said mall and heading towards the graveyard, and I think they were heading this way. And now, that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
That was a fun recap. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't give any plot. I just gave actual, like, what we did, if we notice. There's no tie-in to, like, why we're doing it.
Yeah. No, nailed it. Perfect.
Wait, there's a plot?
But yeah, so that's where we're at.
Could have fooled me.
Yes. The Corny and Clifford were looking into info on Helmut Salsweedle. They broke into his office after dealing with the security guards at the mall. They found some info about him and his wife, who seemed to work as the administrator for the mall. They found in the back closet of his office an altar with some sort of occult stuff in it. A very rudimentary drawn magic glyph on the floor. And once they got in there, they knew they had triggered some sort of security alarms, silent alarm. So they decided to skedaddle and head to meet up with you guys at the graveyard. Back at the graveyard, you guys had found a secret entrance below the mausoleum and discovered a whole other occult setup. Giant circle drawn on the ground, what seemed to be a spell book of some kind with devilish incantations written throughout it. Some about summoning devils, some about gaining a devil's power and splitting it amongst multiple people so they can actually manage to use it. One of the spells that it was open to was one of those devil power spells that said that a spell that could spread its power, like a sentient spell that could willingly give its power to other people and spread.
Oh.
After that, Wynne got a sense that something was coming towards the mausoleum. And that is kind of where we left off. I think I got all the highlights.
I think you discovered the plot.
You guys keep saying this word. What does that mean?
Dictionary.com.
A plot. A patch of soil will hurt.
So the graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys have been
we
in
talked about that.
You guys have been in the plot.
There you go. Oh, this is funny.
We're 6 feet under the plot right now.
Oh.
I also want to point out that in the last session, you guys had rolled critical successes 4 times.
Oh, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
continue.
fucked. We're absolutely fucked.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna be fine.
I forgot about that luck last time. That was great.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to be burning some luck points today.
Speaking of burning luck points,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to swap the player screen over to the other map where we left off.
Dun, dun.
Oh, sorry. I'm loving that rain effect. That looks so
I'll
nice.
swap over to that so everyone else can see. I got some new effects, and I'm very happy was very excited to be playing with them.
That's cool. It's really cool.
Max, in our last session, you had burnt a luck point.
Ronnie, why? 'Cause I know I did. I see I have 2. It was for something. Oh, where did I fail?
It was, I believe, it was an investigate a mystery roll, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it the figure at the book?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Okay.
So, before we move on to what's the inevitable conflict, I'm assuming that's going to happen, can I get you to roll against your pure drive?
Awesome. Where is it? So this roll is going to determine how we do for the rest of the session.
Yes, first roll. First roll.
Mixed success.
Okay. Whenever you have a chance to indulge that emotion, you must do so immediately or act under pressure to resist. So, mixed success. So you don't lose all control. What's this like, and what is triggering Max's anger at this point?
It is. Let's see. Here's it. I don't know. This is what I forgot. This is what I wanted to talk to you about before.
Oh?
Yeah. Let's see.
So you just read this book about that has lots of devil spells in it.
Okay.
Something that you have close ties to. There's also was a name in it that was incredibly
right.
familiar but lost to you.
Yeah.
And
So,
you also
I
had
feel-
started
okay.
to get the sense that Wynne is holding something back from you.
Okay. Well, I think it's gonna. I think anger and frustration are burning through me right now, and with that,
It is a partial success, so you don't lose control, but
okay. I guess for parts of my glamour come down, it's slowly starting to burn back some, a little bit, because that's the whole thing with him losing control and stuff. But I think with that, Wynne, is there something you're not telling me?
I look at Max with like, I guess like a mix of me trying to like mask my reaction, if that, so like a like, what, like, where is that coming from? And then I'm gonna be like, what do you mean? What
Well,
wouldn't I tell you?
No. Well, ever since we started investigating, it seems you know about what I am, because there's been multiple times where you've drained me. You've drained me of my energy to do things, and so it's almost as if you know that, like, I'm a power source for you, or something like that.
As I watch him stumble through his explanation, I'm gonna kind of like stare at him more with like more direct eye contact and be like, you know where I come from. You know where my family have been. I'm pretty sure I told you that I came from a pretty dark place, and you've seen the magic that I do hold. It's not that I knew exactly who you are or what you are. I just felt the draw and knew that it was a source I could tap into. There's something that's drawing me. There's something that I can't control. And then I'm going to kind of like shake in frustration and be like, and I'm not understanding this, but all I know is the more I do it, the more I want it. And you're right. I know that you have a source and it's been helpful. I still want to help us. I still want to figure out what's going on. I do feel the darkness pulling me more. So you might need to like make sure I don't hurt anyone or hurt our chances here, but I am going to try my best. And I'm going to kind of look kind of like almost like looking like frustrated of like, there is an internal battle I'm fighting, but at the same time, like I'm still trying to be useful, but also want to tap into the power more.
It's about
I
this.
cross my.
Oh.
Sorry. You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I cross my arms and just give her a firm stare. And I think for the time being, I'm satisfied with her answer. You're right, fine. Yeah, like, everything you said is true. Just... I gesture around the room that there's a lot going on here right now.
Yeah, and I know that me admitting this to you means that I could be a potential threat in the future too. But for now, trust that I'm going to do my best to hold back. And I'm going to then so have we heard any of the noises or anything coming towards us? Because you said that I sensed something.
Yeah,
So,
you haven't heard
upstairs.
noises. You haven't heard noises yet, but you had the sense of, like, approaching danger.
Right.
An urgency to, like, not necessarily take flight, but, like, fight or flight has triggered.
Yeah. Okay. We have a bigger issue here because I think we need to go, or we need to be prepared for something to be stopping us from leaving. Do we have everything we need from here so far?
I go.
And DM, can I ask? I was going to say, can I ask really quickly? Because I remember I looked at the poster last game. I don't remember if I took anything, and I didn't write it down, unfortunately.
You had taken a bunch of the notes and files that were on the desk.
Okay.
And you'd seen the pegboard there. With like different pictures of people, some with who have been crossed out, some who are still active.
Did I recognize any of those faces?
Give me a sharp roll. Or investigate mystery. Probably just sharp, though.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did I start bad? Yeah. Hey, I got experience. So I guess I don't recognize anyone.
They're looking over for faces. Most of them, they all seem like high status people that you wouldn't have interacted with. But there is one face that you do recognize. It's someone with a bunch of threads connected to them. A woman. The face, at first you don't catch it at first, but then after you see it, look closer, you see most of the people here have names, but this one doesn't, and just more of has like a question mark attached to it. And you recognize as the woman who you had seen at the hospital, the one who spectral figure you had seen whispering to the spider creature.
Okay. Can I take that photo?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and shove it in my bag. and then turn back to Max and be like, okay, we really need to figure out what we're doing here. Like a plan of escape or something.
Well, we could punch our way out. That's always fun.
Well, shall we just head for the exit? Do you have everything you need?
Yeah. I grabbed the spell book grimoire thing.
Spellbook acquired. Notes acquired. There was one other thing that you had picked up that within the notes that was mentioned was South End reconstruction plans.
Okay. Awesome. I'll have them. Max, do you have a backpack, or do you want me to put them all in my bag?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Oh, I know we carry inventory, so I guess for the sake of the story, how do you carry your inventory usually?
That's a very good question.
Right into the bag of holding. I mean, not bag of holding, bag of excessive space.
Okay, it's like, let's say I have a satchel bag on me, just make it easy.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to have bags. I'm not gonna say.
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's more like a pocket of holding.
Oh, shots fired.
Wow.
Alright.
And you guys make your way up the stairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'll take points since I can take a hit. and it wasn't a read.
No, it's all good. It actually makes sense. I tend to fall behind anyways. I never go in the front.
what are people's harms at, by the way?
I have no harm.
I think I'm beat up.
I have 3.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here. I have to do some adjusting with the map overlays because Roll20 hasn't actually added an overlay layer yet.
Yeah,
That's
my
his
harm
way
is
of
fine.
saying he's planning on how to kill us.
My harm is fine. My luck, not so much.
You're just such a lucky guy. I don't know what
Not
you're talking about.
how I would state that.
Roll20 is going to be implementing an overlay layer so I can actually use these weather effects properly, but for now they have to
Cool.
exist on the map.
Okay, it looks cool.
Mhm.
Also, every program I use has different zoom in hotkeys, and I keep screwing it up here. But you guys, as you get to the top of the stairs, can I get a read a bad situation from both of you?
Wonderful. Read a bad situation. Read a bad situation. There it is.
Cool.
That was it. 8 sharp. Not gonna be too good. No, mixed success.
Oh, there are these continuous. Okay. So, 4 success, mixed success. You bear with me 1 second, as it's been a hot minute. Okay. So, there's technically questions associated with this, but for this purpose, it's more for me for how much info to give you guys.
Okay.
As you walk up the stairs, Max, you hear people footsteps splashing through the mud outside. You don't know how many, but you know there's a number of people close to the door moving in. Wynne, I feel like you can sort of sense, you hear the people, but you can sort of sense the presence. You get the sense of like 3 individuals, and one person that stands out outside of those 3. A darker energy is approaching.
Am I like scared by like? Is this like dark as in like it feels dark, or is it dark like I'm scared of that energy?
A power similar to the person you had run into before,
Okay.
but more oppressive, heavier.
Okay. When I get the sense, I'm gonna like hush to Max and be like, "There's 4 out there. One of them is a who." And I'm just gonna make that noise.
Very descriptive.
Very descriptive. Very descriptive. Painted a picture.
You know, like, you know what I mean? It's like
No, it's
potentially could be a bad time.
great. I love it.
Do you think we can take him? And it's like going kind of like a little boxing stance.
Well, they're kind of in the only way that I know of us getting out, unless I can try to make a portal. You seem to want to
Or-
fight them though.
It's so much fun.
Then lead the way, Max. And I'm
Or-
gonna pull out my spell book at that moment and like just get it ready.
Or if deep breath, if we want to do it maybe a Wynne way. How about this? I go over to this coffin type thing, and I'd like to open it. We could try and just hide in here, have it cracked open, and hope they don't find us.
That might be an idea. Just hide in the crypts, things, the tombs. Okay.
Yeah.
We could try that. I'm down. It's gonna be like what it was like in my bed when I was like 6 years old. So, and then I'm gonna head on over to the other one over here.
Yikes.
And quickly like start pushing it.
Okay, Jake said yikes. So
Well, no, the fact comparing a coffin to your bed at 6.
oh, okay, yeah.
Alt life.
Very Wednesday Addams. I enjoy it.
I'm gonna. So I guess we're gonna try to hide and see if we can get away with hiding as they come in.
Yeah.
You guys open this sarcophagus and tuck inside as you hear boots on the ground moving up towards the mausoleum. Quickly, we'll cut back to Clifford and Corny. You guys.
Man, they're gonna be so happy with this haul we got from the mall. God, this has been such an easy day.
You guys approach the graveyard. Do you guys just walk up through, or are you trying to be sneaky in your approach?
I mean, nothing has gone wrong today, so I think we're just gonna like walk. At least that's my plan, Clifford.
Yeah, we're just kind of walking.
Yeah, there's nothing suspicious here at all, so we're just gonna, stroll up, happy, confident, not concerned at all by anything.
Well, I might make a sharp check and like. I mean, we don't want to be like seen first, but also we're not very sneaky, so.
I am, if I need to be, but I'm not being sneaky.
And it's gonna be like walking like on the lookout for, because we're looking for our friends. And
Yeah. The graveyard entrance has a gate to it, which you notice as you approach it was locked, but the lock has been broken. And the gate
Tell
kinda,
how it was broken. Was it crushed? Was it like smashed with something? Does it look like the chain was broken or the lock was broken?
I can't remember how Max and Wynne got inside.
Honestly, me neither.
I don't know whether they broke the lock or not.
That was like 4 months ago, to be fair.
The lock looks melted.
Oh, okay. As I kind of look at it, I look over.
That looks like something that one of those two could do.
Yeah. Kind of seems like Max's handiwork.
Huh. Well, I guess they're in. Let's see if we can't find him in there.
To be walking through the rain.
Make there's
Yeah. Make us make a roll. Give me experience.
this would be just probably a sharp check. Just to see if you noticed something.
I do those. We both do
Nice. 11.
Nice.
We both see the
That's the
exact
exact
same
same
thing at
roll.
the exact same
Whoa.
time.
We both
I
rolled
love that so
6-2
much.
as well.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
We're sharp. We're in sync today.
You guys are just so confident in walking through, just like such a successful mission.
Oh my god. We're going to encounter the enemies and just be maybe a little caught off guard, but somehow these rolls are going to continue on and they're just going to get destroyed.
You guys, as you enter the graveyard, you guys notice a number of recent footprints in the muddy ground. Heavy boots.
Can we pick out how many different footprints? Would I need to like roll and investigate a mystery or something?
Yeah, let's get an investigative mystery.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I'll take a mixed success. That's fine. Clifford's a monster over here.
And chat my inner ranger.
Corny, you'd count roughly 4 sets of footprints. different types of shoes. Clifford, you're a private eye. Footprints is like part of the job, right?
Right.
You count 3 sets of military style boots. 3 sets of those, and then 1 higher more like a formal boot style, not meant for hiking, but that's just as more of a higher end boot. 3 of them would be heavy individuals, either big people or people who are wearing who are carrying a lot of weight on them. And the 3rd set is a lot lighter. The 4th set is a lot lighter.
I'm gonna take some special interest in the lighter footprint. Does that remind me of the footprints in the crime scene?
These would be distinctly different.
Okay. All right. It looks like 3 heavier set, probably men, and someone of lighter stature. I'm gonna look up from the ground. I'm gonna look back to where the footprints are coming from.
They're coming from the gate and heading in towards the grave, further into the graveyard. The fog is rolling thick, so you can't see where exactly they went into the graveyard. There's some trees around and as well as thick fog, making it hard to see where they exactly went.
Yeah, we probably didn't see any vehicles when we walked over here.
There would have been a couple vehicles parked on the side of the road as you were making your way over here.
Oh, okay.
But it's late at night. You didn't notice any activity on the street. We're in the dead of night right now.
Well, how about we follow these footprints? I ask Horny.
All right, one more time.
Oh. Should we follow the footprints?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll agree to that. All right. We will follow the footprints.
You follow the footprints. They lead you deep into the graveyard, and eventually you'll get to a point where you can see this big structure of the mausoleum. You didn't see it from the entrance because it's tucked away at the back of this graveyard. It's very large, and as it gets within eyesight, you can also see three individuals approaching the doors of it. Let me just move these guys down to the other lair.
So there's 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they look shady?
Well, they're wearing shades.
How could they not look shady?
In the rain.
Yeah, in the rain, late at night.
I'm going to pull out my rifle and just look at Clifford. I don't know. Maybe these are bad guys?
Most likely, but let's not just start with violence.
No. I'll just stay back here behind a tombstone. Do you want to go talk to him? I'll cover you.
I'll say you do notice the men are heavily armed.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
They are.
I'd rather just scope them out for now.
What if our friends are inside and we don't have as great an opportunity as this?
We don't know where they're at.
Drop Cornelius and Clifford on the board. Just get them on there. This isn't where you guys are, but it's just to get you on the board.
Or aren't you the smooth talker around here?
But I'm also the one with the boomstick. And I don't know if you recall or are aware, this thing somehow, through the powers that be, can hit 3 targets with 1 shot.
They can what?
I can shoot anything I can see. It's easier to hit things, and after I hit the first thing, it can hit 2 additional targets.
Oh my goodness.
Fairy magic.
Okay. All right, I will try to.
Like call out from a distance. If they get aggressive, I'll just start shooting. You know, I'll go full on. It's always sunny in the apocalypse.
You notice
we don't know what
the red guard makes a hand gesture makes a halting hand gesture for the other 2, and starts to approach the door, and cocks the rifle that he's holding.
Okay, now they're cocking weapons.
Okay, I think we're definitely not going to be talking to him then.
We know our friends are in this cemetery investigating something. If these people are here at all related to that and they're cocking weapons before they go in, I think this is I think I fire a warning shot and we go from there. I'm going to take cover. And if Clifford's on board, I'm firing a warning shot.
Yeah, I'm sure Max can handle at least one of them. So let one enter, and then we'll jump the other 2.
Okay, I'm with that.
I'm gonna try to move up closer because all I have is my handgun. How far away from the?
You would have been This would have been just as you the mausoleum got within eyesight, so you probably within 100 feet. Your guys are within, and you would move up closer, safely to a point. But I'd say probably within between 30 and 60 feet is whenever it gets dicey whether you can approach unnoticed, but the storm is helping you. in this regard. So you can probably get closer than you normally would. Unfortunately, the map is small, so I can't extend it to those perimeters, but...
So we see the 3 men and the woman there?
Yeah.
Did I notice anything strange about the woman? Or is she just illustrated very creepily?
What kind of check? Again, there's no insight check, which I wish.
I can trust my gut.
That could work, yeah.
Okay. Read a bad situation. No, what is that? What's my trust my gut? It's something weird. Oh no.
It's your alternate weird move.
That's what I thought, but I'm not. There it is. Okay. No, it's not. Is it my use magic? Why is it not showing up?
It's alternate weird move.
Yeah, but I have that open.
There it is.
It's standard. Yeah, sorry. Quote standard weird move. Which I get to use my charm for.
Yeah.
Because my bond. Please don't abuse my bond again. Thank God. I'm about to piss off my wife after she's dead.
Don't worry, you got more bond abuse tiles than you have luck points.
I have more left to use, yeah. Not a lot.
As you look at these individuals, you get a sense that the woman at the back isn't wearing any armor, but like a cold hand on the back of your neck, you feel the sense that she could pose the biggest threat.
Nice. She's the first target then. Got it.
And as you guys examine this situation, this red person is going to creak open the broken door and step inside. When, Max, you hear the door slowly creak open, the weather outside becomes more audible. If you focus, very slight breath and gentle footsteps as someone starts to move into the mausoleum.
I so badly wish either one of you had a cell phone right now.
Yeah, calling them right now would be a great idea.
Yeah, it's the best idea. I don't know. I don't see any problems. Stops ringing. Call again.
That awkward moment when Baby Got Back starts playing.
I'm definitely holding my breath and trying to be as quiet and as still as possible while I hear this noise, just as a heads up.
I'm sort of like up on my side of it, just like keeping my eye close to like the slat of the crack in the top, so I can try and see what's going on out there. because I'm ready just to go ham fist and punch who's ever there, but I want to be somewhat smart about this.
Just want to punch things.
Yes. Just be strong and hit stuff.
Hey, so everyone seems to be holding up for the moment. Unless somebody wants to kick things off, they are going to move up towards the door. This person approaches as well.
It's time for a warning shot. I don't want them getting inside. At least all of them.
Okay. So, no real. You're not targeting anyone specifically. You're just firing a warning shot.
Yeah, I kind of want to shoot to there, so it is close to all of them. You know, a shot across the bow.
You fire a shot at the door. No roll necessary since you're not making a specific target. The woman is the first to duck and turn around. What was that? Where did that come from? Are you guys making an attempt to hide?
Oh yeah, I'm well behind cover. I can make a check.
Yeah, I'm behind like a tombstone or something.
Yeah, so let's get that probably act under pressure would be the most appropriate catch-all for that.
I'm rolling 8s today.
It's better than fails.
Hey, you guys tuck behind a bush. You feel like you have enough cover that you're not seen, but the soldiers make eye contact with one another, and as one of them gestures in your direction, not pinpointing you exactly, but just the direction the shot came from.
Wait, we heard that? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, you guys also heard a very loud gunshot.
I'm gonna look over at Corny. Try to get his attention a little bit.
You hear the woman's voice sort of echo louder than it should, because she's not shouting. It's a very low speech, but you can still hear her as the voice carries through the fog. You should turn back now. You don't know what you're getting yourselves into.
Orny kind of mumbles under his breath. That's nothing new.
I'm gonna kind of wave at Corny a little bit. Try to get his attention.
You've got my attention.
I'm gonna pull my cell phone out of my pocket. Kind of wave it at Corny a little bit. And then I'm gonna kind of stand up a little bit and throw my phone at her.
Okay.
and then duck back down.
Wow.
I don't know where this is going, but I'm going to roll for this. I feel like it'd be act under pressure as well. So yeah, let's. So, I should ask, like, what is your intention with this?
Well, I want.
I'm gonna
Like-
call the phone.
Yeah, with
You
the
gotta
phone.
call them up.
Okay.
So we don't have to be like yelling at them and giving away our positions.
Yeah, so we can talk to him and negotiate.
Okay.
It's creative negotiations.
Wow.
I understood the assignment.
I didn't. That's why I wanted
I
to
just thought you were
clarify.
using it as a weapon. And
That's
I'm like,
what
this
my
is
thought-
creative.
That was my thought too. I was like, are you just yeeting your phone at their head? Okay.
And I'm calling like mid arc.
The throne gets yeeted at the person. It lands in the mud next to them. And starts to ring. You see the woman waves her hand in a gesture, a word spoken under her breath, and the phone lifts up into the air and then comes towards her. And she it hits the button to answer the now ringing phone. Yes?
So, you said we don't know what we're getting into. We already knew that part. But what are you doing here? Because we just, you look a little ready for war, armed for bear, as they say.
We're dealing with some pests.
Okay, so there's rats in there and you needed all these guns for that?
For this type of pest, yes.
It must be really big rats.
You have no idea.
Well, we're kind of hoping that maybe you could just go away. We can do what we got to do, and then you can do what you got to do, and then everybody's happy.
I suggest you walk away before this gets messy.
Well, it's unfortunate you feel that way, and I'd like to shoot her.
Okay.
Wow.
That escalated quickly.
I mean, don't threaten me. Is just the moral of the story.
Wynne and Max, did you guys react after the first gunshot went off?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yes, probably. To be honest with you, I probably would have pushed the thing and to look out a little bit.
Okay, you notice one soldier who has stepped in and is doing a search of the area, but as you notice them, you hear muffling, and a second gunshot goes off. Can I get this one to be kick some ass? This would be act under pressure, but you can use your sharp for this initial shot, as you've been able to take aim.
I hit, I think.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
That's an 11 hit.
I believe I do 3 harm. Yeah. And what do I do for the 2 additional targets? Plus, it ignores mundane, and it applies weakness.
applies weakness is if you're using one of the 6 bullets that came with it.
Ah, okay. No,
Those
I'm
are
just using my regular stuff.
Special bullets. But Jesus, 3 harm. And with each additional target, the damage goes down by 1. So just let me know which one is taking.
Green takes 2 harm, and purple takes 1 harm.
Okay.
As this bullet just ricochets.
And you see the bullet flies at her, and like her eyes flare up, and you see like a glyph appear where the bullet goes to hit, and it breaks through the glyph and hits her, and then pierces through to the next person and the next person. It seemed to mitigate some of her damage, but just rips through the other 2.
Great.
Wait, why are these guys down? That guy would be great. This guy is down to... What? Why? For some reason, these guys are all sharing health bars.
But that's going to make it easier to kill him.
I was like, that's not bad news for me.
Okay. That's what they're down to. I think I know. I tied them to something. Tied them to something all, and then that, I guess, tied them together. There. Okay. Oh. He's supposed to be there. Okay. That is still a hefty hit into her, and she is... You see a look of shock on her face as... she was not expecting even if hit to be hurt. And she immediately looks to the other 2 there, and like a silent command given to scatter. What do the rest of you do? You guys, Clifford and Max and Wynne? Clifford, you'd be immediately in this vicinity, in this actions. What's your immediate reaction to this?
Yeah. About her getting shot?
Yeah.
I guess I would have to take a shot also.
Yeah.
If Corny's taking the shot, the phone call must not have went well.
No, it went really south. She definitely deserves this.
God, that's impossible to drink out of. I'm gonna have to get a new regular mug after this. But Yeah, now she knows your guys' after being shot, she has a fairly good idea of where you guys are standing. Um, her. So yeah, Clifford, will be a. Are you targeting her or one of the goons?
Probably her. I saw her lift the phone up off the ground with magic. So.
Also, you just witnessed Corny's bullet ricochet through 3 people.
I mean, he said he could do that. It's a very impressive shot. Must have practiced it a lot. I'm gonna try to do the same.
He did it. I can do it too.
I can do it too.
Yeah. So you're gonna fire with your handgun?
Yeah.
So you have to probably, again, don't have the map area for this. You'd probably have to move around a little bit to get a bit closer to get a better shot. Since Courtney was firing with a rifle, he was able to get the shot off from further away. So you'll have to move up. You can still try and keep within the tree cover, but you'll be splitting off from Corny a little bit. Unless Corny follows.
That's okay. Yeah, I'd find another tombstone or like another like a graveyard. Like there's probably like statues and tombstones and memorials.
Yeah.
I'd probably make a sprint up another like 10 to 15 feet.
And as you move up, she's now like prepared and waiting and like backing up towards the door. But you get to fire off your shot before she's able to run inside. This one will be a kick some ass as she's now like on guard. You're running. Stakes are heightened. Let's get a kick some ass roll.
A kick some ass.
Mixed success. You run around with what you're using a handgun, right? Revolver?
Yeah, which one did I pick again exactly? Yeah, my 9mm.
You run over, duck behind a tombstone, then rise up, and you actually make eye contact with her as she's looking around, but you get your shot fired off. What harm does it do?
2.
Guns hurt. Didn't know if people knew this.
Yeah.
You fire off, and it seems to again hit. This ball also hits a glyph that appears in front of her, but manages to still pierce through. And in retaliation, she throws a wave of dark tendril towards you.
Dark tendrils?
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, and I would like duck down.
This is part of the kick some ass. You guys exchange harm. And these black tendrils that fly towards you burst through part of the tombstone that you're hiding behind and hits you, grazing you for 2 harm as you feel part of your life essence start to drain away from the impact of this.
Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm at 3 harm. Yeah, so I'm gonna like duck down and I'm gonna like scrunch up as small as possible and like tendrils like lash around the tombstone and smack me.
Wynne, Max, how do you guys react to all this happening?
That was the third one? The third gun ringing out?
Yeah, that was the 3rd gunshot you've heard. So there's a active firefight happening now.
Okay.
It was a firefight!
Alright, I don't know about a win, but Max is definitely going to go full fight mode. So
yeah, I've jumped it too at this point.
Yeah, so I am going to I'm gonna rip off the coffin lid, jump out, and see this dude. And in true Max fashion, don't think about my actions before I do anything. and
don't think, just punch.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Punch first, ask questions while punching. And I'm gonna kick some ass on him.
Okay. Roll to kick some ass.
There it is. And I use weird. Ooh. So that's like the nat 20.
Wow. Wow.
1 in 36 chance. Love it.
Look what's happening again.
Yeah.
You guys gotta stop.
The dice.
I told you it would be fine.
Not. Absolutely not, Jake.
Hook him up, fam.
Okay, so with kick some ass, you get, on a full success, you get some options. You can either gain advantage, take 1 forward, or give 1 forward to another hunter. You can inflict terrible harm and do an extra 1 harm, suffer 1 less harm, or force them to where you want them.
Ooh. You know, okay. I want to do this for fun. I want to force them like where I want them to go. So I'm thinking like action scene right now, like where after I hit the dude, like he gets forced out of the mausoleum, flying and like maybe lands right here.
Yeah. So you guys exchange blows. He goes to, like, as you charge him, he goes to fire off some shots, and he shoots you like right in the shoulder as you're charging, but you negate 3 harm, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
So nasty. So nasty.
So, a full-on assault rifle shoots you multiple times in the chest as you charge this man, and you do not care.
It's like, that tickled.
And you punch him. How much harm do you, like, with your claws or punch, how much harm do you do?
3.
Dear Lord.
We may or may not be kind of strong.
Yeah.
I no longer feel bad about this being difficult.
All right. This guy needs to get punched back through the door.
Yeah, you punch him straight back through the door. The woman's
So
just
now the
like,
door's blocked.
well, there's a man on the ground in front of it. He'll be able to get back up, but like the door was already damaged from when Max had punched it initially, because that's been his answer to most problems.
Yeah.
Problem rises, punch it. Did it get better?
Yeah.
No, punch again.
Exactly.
Here for it.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. Wynne.
Yeah. So I was climbing out I had pulled my knife out and I had my book in the other hand. And I was like getting ready. And then I just watched Max like yeet the person through the door. So I'm going to like head up over to where he is. And can I see the people still like through the door? Or do I have to step out in order to see everyone?
The door has been broken before this happened and is now just more broken as the guy went through the door. But you can probably like you can see, I'd say, the woman, and you can just kind of see the two on the either side, but the door is blocking most of them.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Max and be like, so we're hurting them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to use magic to inflict harm.
Okay.
But we can do curse magic if you want.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a curse.
Oh no.
I just gotta find it here. Yeah, you must do a curse version, so how do I do that? I roll plus weird for use magic, right?
Yeah, you use your regular use magic and then you get +1 from it.
Smith +1. Mixed success.
Okay.
It works imperfectly, and I choose my effect and glitch. You'll decide what effect the glitch has.
And then there's an additional glitch from the curse.
Right. So I'm going to say probably that I take a harm when I inflict the harm.
Okay, how much harm does your magic inflict, and who are you targeting?
I'm targeting the red dude, and it's 1 that it inflicts.
Let me just... yeah, as you go to inflict this harm onto the red one, bypassing his armor, we are going to take a break because the ad's about to play.
I just hit snooze on it for 5 minutes.
Okay. I was going to take a break there.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, we still
Can you still run the ad?
Yeah, I
you
can.
just still run it.
So, will you go to inflict harm, draining... I feel like... So you're kind of draining your own life force as you do this. I don't want to put thoughts in your head, but like, is this because of what Max had brought to your attention? Using your own life force now? In this moment?
I have never used magic before to inflict harm. So what I think has happened is that that's the effect, kind of the causation of using magic with the book. And I've discovered this now because I've always used magic for other things. I've never been one to like use it just to inflict harm. So I think that I've now learned that if I want to use the magic to inflict harm, it causes that harm for myself.
Okay.
So it's like a realization of the dark magic that I'm using.
Okay.
So you could say in a sense, because it's like I'm realizing there's a cost for using it and that everything has a sacrifice.
Yeah. You take your own life force in order to power this spell, and in doing so, extract it from yourself. Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 9. Oh, it says on a 9+ treat as a use 10+ use magic, so I actually don't have it be a mix. It's a thing. I see what you're reading.
Yeah.
So it would have been a full success because of the curse. So then, therefore, I wouldn't take a harm for that, but you would still be able to do a glitch from the cursed magic, right? Or wait, it just says you treat this as a 10+ use magic result, and then choose one of the glitches listed below.
Yeah, I'm just... So, we'll go to break now as I try to sort out these glitches, from the cursed magic.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Woo.
We're back. We figured out how this game works.
Yay.
Well, so a little bit of retroactive. There a 9+ is treated as 10+, and there is no glitches. The magic works as intended. So Wynne does not take harm, just inflicts harm upon this soldier who was just blasted out the door. Sorry, his thing got set back to normal. And he is looking very rough. You could say he looks unstable. That'd be something you could say. As what does Wynne's magic look like as this power erupts from her?
It's going to be like this spiky type of blood red colored magic energy that's going to kind of come out of the book, and is going to be like a jagged thing that's going to kind of just shoot across to him.
And is Max paying any attention to this?
I'm going to go with yes because she's in front of me.
Yeah, it does give a different sense to the magic she had used on previous days before today.
A little darker.
Yeah.
I gave her a little side eye.
That's you guys. He just got blasted back. They're taking fire from the other side. This is a bad situation for them.
They shouldn't have come and stumbled upon our snooping.
It's their fault.
Yeah, it's not ours.
Corny and Clifford, would you guys have been approaching from the left side or the right side, or kind of straight on?
I think mostly straight on, for me at least.
Mostly, in my mind, I've imagined Corny's kind of off to the left a little bit, and I'm kind of like to the right a little bit, but like mostly center.
Wait, to the left a little bit and then to the right a little bit?
Well, we're like coming straight up on the door, but Corny's farther back and to the left, and I kind of like ran right a little bit as I approached.
Okay. So I'm gonna place you guys, you guys are still further back than this, but kind of like in the direction that you guys are approaching from.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are still further back, but that's kind of the direction you guys are heading from. As this all happens, she is going to look inside slide and is going to say, swing wide. I'll handle the ones inside. So she's going to enter in and try to get cover from the people firing from outside. These guys are going to move around. And this guy's gonna just stand up, essentially. He got hit hard. So that's where they kind of like start to spread out to. Actually, they would tuck back, try to get some more cover as they eye you guys out. But they move, and now it's Corny. You're up, and I assume are you firing again, or what's your plan?
Well, anyway, I started blasting. And I'd like to shoot at her if I can still see her through the door.
She has a bit of cover, so it's going to be a harder shot. She would have like stepped in and ducked behind the door. What's left of the door. But you also have high-powered celestial steel sniper rifle. So,
yup. You did this to yourself. Which kind of roll do you want?
We're in mid-combat now, so I feel like kick some ass is the appropriate one because it's an exchange of blows.
Her magic goes 100 feet?
You don't know.
All right, just asking. Do I still use my sharp?
I say this is, like, aiming would be, like, sharp or cool, depending on your skill set, so sharp would make sense.
I succeed. I'd also like to hit the other guard. And if I don't know how long or how far the ricochet goes, but if I can hit a third guard, I'd like to do that as well.
I'm going to say the ricochet has to go in a straight line because I have to balance it to some degree.
Fair.
I'll take it. So 3 to her and 2 to the red guard. And I assume she negates some of it, but...
Yeah, so the door, which would have acted as a bit of cover, you shot blasts through and still manages to hit her because but with kick some ass, there is additional effects that you get to make.
Oh, 10 plus. Yep.
Which is...
I'm going to inflict terrible harm.
Okay.
So 4 to her, does that then make it 3 to the other guard?
Let's say no.
All right.
Jesus. So yeah, you inflict that harm. Does it give me a range on? Okay, the attack wouldn't actually have that range, so she can't deal that to you, but he takes harm as he's getting up as the bullet passes through him again. Man's having a very bad day.
Oh, it ain't getting any better.
Ooh, light.
Clifford, what are you doing at this moment?
If I am at 3 harm, what happens if I take more harm?
Once you reach unstable, which is what happens once you take another harm, you're not dying. You can still act and stuff, but your injuries will get worse over time, and you'll start to gain penalties until you get medical attention. And if it's left for too long, you'll start to just take more harm as you attempt to do stuff. So you can still fight if you're unstable, but your injuries will start to worsen, and penalties and possibly more harm will start to incur.
All right. And how's the tombstone I'm behind looking like? Am I still have any cover?
You have a bit of cover from the tombstone. One of the guards wrapping around is about to get line of sight on you, though.
All right. I'm going to focus on not getting shot.
I mean, that's usually a good thing to focus on.
So I'm going to sprint for a nearby, like, any nearby cover. Probably the next nearby tombstone that has, like, a good good cover for the guy coming around on the right.
Yeah, you're able to duck behind what looks like a family tombstone. Very wide.
And, man, I don't know. I guess I'll take a shot at the green guy. I don't want to get hurt anymore, though. Roll good. Kick some ass.
If you're wanting to just kick some ass, isn't necessarily what you have to do. If you are wanting to avoid combat, you can try and think of another option, like another thing you can do. I'm open to any option. If you want to try something creative and want to avoid direct firefight, it's kind of what do you think your character might do? What skills, what moves they have available to them? It could just come down to a firefight, but I don't want to feel like you're locked into that.
I don't think I've.
There might not be an alternative that you can think of right now.
I don't know much to play with. Yeah, I don't much to play with. It's all rainy and stuff.
You could read a bad situation to try and find a route around. Could be an option, something like that. But firefight is also just another option.
Let's see. Investigate, kick some ass, manipulate somebody. Protect somebody. Oh, okay. Here's what I'll do. I'll try to protect somebody, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick my gun out from around the tombstone without really aiming, and just try to suppress the green guy.
Cover fire?
Yeah, without putting myself in much harm.
Okay.
So that really explodes my. I stick around. And I'll pop off a few rounds at him.
Okay, I like that.
No real intention to hit him.
You're trying to give Corny some cover fire as he's taking out some of these goons.
Yeah.
Let's roll to protect someone. Okay. Just
we'll get to see how well that works later, I guess.
Just protect someone. I don't know if it's been used yet in this entire game, so I need to look up what that implies.
Yeah, you can take harm on the first spider fight, but that was so long ago.
7 more. You protect them with a some are all to get. Okay.
Oh, you know what? That's probably more of a manipulate somebody.
Well, I
Could be
like the
the same
idea of
role.
protect someone, but we'll keep. I think you're right. We'll keep this like at the back, like um, in wraps if you're okay with that. Like, and whenever,
Yeah. When he does his next thing,
yeah,
maybe.
he'll have that protection from you.
Maybe he rolls really. Maybe he also rolls to make success. It'll cancel out.
Yeah, I do like that. So that's happening as the woman steps inside. You also notice the red guy as he's standing up.
He's still going?
Yeah, barely.
Fucking barely.
Okay.
He goes to a radio on his shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
I'd say probably Wynne and Max are the only ones who hear. Under fire, need backup.
Well, he's dead.
What if these were good guys? I'm going to make a comment of.
That's why I gave him the warning shot, but then she threatened me. I don't...
Are we the bad guys?
Well, oh, we definitely are. Yeah.
I'm the spooky. I was never I never denied my position here.
I mean, you guys are the crooked, the spooky, and the devil, and the monstrous. Like, the three most evil playbooks I think there is.
No, I literally only picked monsters because the name sounded cool. I'm very basic in the creation. It just sounded cool.
Wynne and Max, how do you guys react to this situation as this woman steps into this doorway?
Do I recognize her?
No. But
Lene Jans.
I'll
I'm
say
gonna
there's
ask her to stop. But sorry, say what you're gonna say there.
There is like the presence, her aura. As she steps in the doorway, you see a look of wrath in her eyes, and the presence that she invokes is overwhelming, oppressive. You get a sense of familiarity from her aura, the energy that surrounds her. Very similar to the man you had met before, and now your own energy has that similar feeling to it.
Oh.
He looks at you and just says, "What are you doing here?"
I turn to her. Well, I'm facing her already, and I'm going to be like, "Well, what are you doing here?" This is public property. Anyone's allowed to be here.
He looks at the coffin the coffin at the far back, which you guys didn't specify that you closed afterwards. So
You're not wrong.
Still open.
Yeah.
You've seen too much.
Well,
Doesn't mean we understand what we saw. Why don't you tell us what's going on here? Who are you?
I'm gonna need both of you to make a, what would this be? This would be a plus... why do neither of these sheets give me the actual stats? I'm assuming plus cool, but give me 1 second. Yeah, give me plus cool.
Success. We're so cool. They're totally, she wants to become a part of our gang now.
I'm loving this so much.
Poor Jake.
Trying to make deadening villains.
Oh, so that's actually 2 6s in a row I rolled.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's what we did last week.
No.
And I did 2 5s. Funny.
I'm sorry, Jake.
No, he's not.
You guys, you feel the... You guys can feel the blood in your veins start to stiffen and almost solidify as you try to move, and you manage to... How do you guys manage to break free of this? These bonds that are being summoned on you.
I catch on fire.
I feel like for me, I would have like a shadow, like a dark energy, kind of just like repel it.
You feel these powerful binds trying to grasp you, taking control of the blood that runs in your veins, and you just burn it away and just have the shadows just overwhelm it as she steps back, just like, who you? Your guys' move.
Alright.
Is that...
We're your worst nightmare, obviously. Yeah. And I'm gonna turn to Max with like a smirk and be like, "Isn't this fun?"
It is.
See, now you know how we felt in the mall.
Yeah. I'm like, we should do this more often. Like make it a weekly thing.
Does she have anything on her person besides just her body, or is she holding anything? Also, we totally should make it a weekly thing. I missed that part, but now I process that. Yes.
Weekly grave robbing.
Yes.
Like hunting down a monster every 7 days. Like, could give a name to that.
Oh!
7 days to die.
Oh my god, that's even good too. Okay, we're good. Okay. Anyways, is she holding anything?
Unlike your casting of spells from spellbook, she seems to not require that focus, that object to focus on. when she did try to bind you two, you heard from her speech not different incantations than what you normally use, but maybe close to what you have been using now. A word of power, something that you didn't. She spoke a word that you understood to be a meaning of freeze or halt, stop in that regard. But you know that the word she spoke wasn't a language that you understood, but you understood the meaning of it. And that seems to be how she channels her magic.
Max, do you mind if I go first for this one? Because I have an idea.
Sure.
I look at this woman and she's annoying me at this point because she tried to take control of me. So I'm going to use Hex.
Ooh.
Which is when you cast a spell, use magic as well as normal list of effects you may pick from the following list. So if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to roll it. And I'm assuming it's a curse, but that's up to you. Is every one time I use magic a cursed magic?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be a cursed one, too. Can it stack with Hex?
Yeah, it does work with your Hex as well.
Okay.
Any one of your magical abilities will have the curse with it.
Cool. Thanks.
Failing is also part of this game too. You get, right, guys?
I can't help when I roll a 6 and a 3.
Wait, what's failing?
Have a buff.
Is that like when you're on a boat with the big like cloth thing?
No, that's sailing.
Oh.
We're also sailing through this campaign. Hey,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I want to break something that is precious or important. I was thinking, if you allow, I wanted to kind of break her mind a little.
What?
We're the bad guys.
Yeah.
The bad guy.
I want to cause her psyche to like shatter, basically.
Be quite literal mindfuck now.
Yeah, like I want her to like have like some psychological like trauma here that's gonna cause her to lose focus.
I know it's probably not what you're thinking, but my immediate thought was just like OG Yu-Gi-Oh! And the mind break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Oh god. Yeah, so that was my thought.
Wynne, you would let us know if you're going evil, right?
I kind of told Max.
I mean, she's not going to let us know, but there will be signs. Oh no.
Oh, this is funny.
Oh boy.
It was an advanced success.
Yeah, so it's an advanced success. Oh, 12 plus. That actually does something with the curse as well.
Yeah, it does. You get something from that.
Yeah, I get another hold.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, actually getting advanced success is not fantastic for me in this situation, but...
Yeah, so... I'd say... I feel like as the power overwhelms you, there does seem to be... I would say on advanced success there is one of the special glitches, not like...
Okay.
Might not do... it might do harm to someone or something, but what is this like as someone tries to bind you with something it's just off from your own power.
Like, you mean with the way that I use the
Like-
cursed magic to, like, fulfill the role, or?
Yeah, like, you are suddenly becoming overwhelmed with this power.
Oh, definitely my hair is starting to, like, hover. It looks like I'm, like, being electrified a little bit. There's, like, a lot of, like, energy. And I think that what's gonna happen is everyone in the room is gonna feel a wave of, like, darkness kind of overcome them for a moment.
And you get the sense from the back of your mind, focused on this person, just a thought of destroy. End. What does Wynne do?
I destroy it. I'm feeling the pull to, like, completely defeat. Which is not usually what I do, so this is more evil for me.
The woman in front of you looks at you and is like, you hear her say, You stole the power. You hold it now.
And then I'm gonna make, like, an O sound, like a oh.
You
And then, like, a small, like, smirk's gonna go on my face.
Did you kill Hamlet? Did I get the name? No, Hans. Did you kill Hans?
No? Did I?
No.
But he doesn't have time to really finish that, as how do you destroy her?
I see myself, because I was trying to break her mind, I see myself using too much power and it, like, basically vaporizing her brain.
Oh my God.
Me.
I know.
Jesus.
I know.
That's the only downside to you doing, like, I love it for the character, but as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, fuck, I would ask some questions. Well, here we go.
This is the deal with the curse thing. I don't have control. I wasn't trying to, like, destroy her. I was just trying to break her mind. This is
no,
the
but
whole...
I wasn't trying to destroy her. I'm just trying to break her.
They're two very different words.
Max, you witness as the shadows sort of cling to Wynne, as she herself now echoes those words of power. A language that you can instinctually understand and grasp, and you gain the meaning of, you understand the meaning of, to end, to decay, to ultimately destroy. As this woman who should have been an opposing threat, just he starts to shake and vibrate as blood comes out of her eyes, nose, and ears. And as her last breath escapes, she says, "The circle will end you." And she collapses to the ground. So that's Wynn's turn. Max, what's going on, buddy?
All right, so, I'm gonna just walk up next to Wynn. I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and give it a very, very firm squeeze. Just gonna look at her and just look at her saying, "That was awesome."
I honestly, and this is up to you, Jake, I see myself still having my shadows. Like, it depends on how long it takes for them to go. So would he feel that at all?
Yeah, I feel like you would. You put your hand on Wynn's shoulder and it's ice cold, and the shadows start to wrap around your own hand as you touch her.
I pull it back and I shake it off.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome. But I did not mean to do that. I'm going to say, as I'm like switching from like that like power hungry mode of mine back to like what you could say is my normal self.
So now my turn to have fun. So I can still see this dude. He's just kind of...
Yeah, he's process of getting up and just radioed for backup.
Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is this. So Max is still on a high right now.
Okay.
With everything going on. So what I want to do, and I guess this is just more for flavor itself, I am going to kick some ass. But I'm going to move back here.
Okay.
And he's going to start running, and what I'm kind of picturing here. Do you guys know what tumbling is?
What do you mean?
Like tumbling as in like doing some somersaults?
Yeah, so like the sport, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like parkour.
Yes. So he's going to do...
Parkour.
Yes. So Max is going to go back. He's going to take a running start, and he's going to start doing a bunch of like tumbling flips going backwards. And what I want to do is I just want to like stick the landing on this guy as my attack.
I just pictured like 90s Power Rangers where they're just like unnecessary handsprings, just thinking that somehow makes you faster or something.
You know, we're going all gymnastic.
Just like full on handsprings backwards and then forwards. Despite it taking so much more energy than just running.
It's like you gotta make it look good.
Yeah.
Where's kick some ass? There it is. Success. Oh, and it's a 10
Such
plus.
a good run.
Yes.
Because who needs to balance an encounter?
Exactly. So guess how much harm this does, Jake?
Well, on account that you're immune to harm and don't need to take one less.
So for all intents and purposes, like it's still like a claw attack, but just for flavor, I want to stick my tumbled landing on this dude.
Now, I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can inflict major harm if you wanted.
Okay.
It is in no way necessary.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to do that anyways, because there's no point in knocking him further.
But you can give advantage to someone else or yourself.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I guess I'll take the plus You know what? No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna give it to Wynne.
You.
Yeah. So you have so I guess on your next thing, then whatever you do, you have a +1 to it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 damage then, Jake.
He had 1 harm remaining.
Okay.
These are hired guns. They did not have an abundance. Okay.
So now I'm just on top of him.
Yeah, I'll move him to the side. But he is effectively he's dead.
Yeah. And he sticks the landing as I yell out loud.
Horny, you through the sight on your rifle see this woman who essentially seizures and then collapses. You don't see Wynne inside the door because she's enveloped by shadows, but you probably see like 2 piercing eyes glowing in the shadows. And then out from the door springs a Max who's in his full devil form and stomps on the guy who's just got up.
I'm gonna shiver a little bit after the piercing eyes, and then quickly shift my scope over to the green guard.
You also hear footsteps coming from behind. They're running from behind.
Of course.
How close?
Probably about to get within eyesight of you, or like within vision range.
Probably or are in vision range.
They're approaching it, so if you like, you could take a beat and then they will be in sight.
Can I fire at the green guard and run to the building?
Yes.
Okay, so kick some ass with sharp.
Yeah.
All right. It's sharp, submit, +1 because the rifle's really good. Yeah, that's nasty.
Nice. And it's a 10+, so you get a little extra.
Yeah, we're doing extra harm.
What was this guy at? Okay.
So he takes 4.
Okay, and it bypasses his body armor.
Yep, because it bypasses mundane.
Now, would you be in range of an assault rifle?
I'm 100 feet, so probably. Are assault rifles far?
I would assume so. I should have given these, like, actual proper stats. I knew the harm, not the range. Need to start making a list of every weapon in this game. But, but where's the range? The range options. I ordered the new books, and they're going to be coming this year at some point, and hopefully they have this better arranged to find things.
Nice. That'll be fun.
I forget what the range tags are, but I'm assuming that an assault rifle would be far range.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah. So, you fire off a shot, he gets hit, and then locks onto where the shot came from and fires a series of rounds at you, which the assault rifle does 3 harm to you. Do you have any type of armor? I'm assuming no.
I think so, but I take less harm because of Clifford, right?
Yes. Clifford, now's where your thing comes in, as you are drawing cover fire from him. Protect someone means that... Thank you for noting that, because I had forgotten.
No worries.
What does protect someone do?
Don't they take the harm instead?
You protect, but you'll suffer some or all the harm they were going to get. Suffer
I'm
the...
sorry. What are they? They're shooting at
They're shooting at me.
Yeah.
Shooting at you.
But I think the way that would work is if you're doing suppressing fire is like, yes, they wanted to be shooting at me, but you distracted them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they do a spray and they hit us both for less.
Did they roll for it?
They don't. I don't roll for most things. It's you guys rolling most. So
okay.
On the kick some ass, it's an exchange of blows. So, he would have been firing at Corny, but you've been giving cover fire. So, I do like the idea of the spray, and you guys each take some of the harm.
I'm down to take it all so that Clifford takes none, but if we're splitting it, we can split it.
I'd say Clifford would take 1 harm, and Corny, you'd take the other 2.
Okay.
Jeez. Ouchies.
We need to get Clifford some medical attention.
Yeah, Clifford, you are now unstable. As you take a bullet grazes through your shoulder as you're trying to give cover fire. And this guy just does a spray of bullets. And
Jeez.
Corny,
Not well trained. He's just gonna like firing wildly. Jeez.
And Corny, you're moving up, you said?
Yeah, I'm running to the door.
Yeah. I'd say you'd be able to make it to, like, close to the door, probably close to, like, where your token currently... Yeah,
oh,
right. Well, anywhere in between there.
Then we'll go there. And I'm going to shout out to Max, there's more people coming. Also, the green guy's still up? After 4 harm?
Yeah, barely.
Okay. Just asking. Okay.
You can tell he is not doing well.
I wonder what that feels like.
Says the invincible man.
Oh no, it's going more so with our amazing rolls, but yeah, you're right.
This guy is actually going to draw a knife and charge up to you, Corny. As you move your way up, he's going to charge at you. Oh, I just noticed the timer. Snooze. That was a close one. He's running up. He doesn't get his action at this point yet, but he's closing the distance. This game's supposed to be well balanced, and I get my actions whenever you guys fail yours.
Oh, I see the problem there.
That's supposed to be when I get to do stuff.
I was just thinking about it though. It's not that well balanced if you think about the fact that every time we attack we take damage. Like it's heavily in the enemy's favor.
I mean, it should be. Encounters are supposed to be extremely dangerous if you're just going in guns blazing.
Yeah, because the point is we're supposed to like use other methods to solve the mysteries, right?
Yeah.
But hey, here we are.
But if you never roll below a 10, why do you need to like be tactical?
I was in cover and shooting from distance. That is tactical.
Yeah.
And I thought that taking someone's mind out wasn't going to kill them. Just saying. I just wanted to incapacitate them.
Jesus.
This game is really fun, but the dice have just not been behaving well for me. But I think we're gonna have to take another 5-minute break to run the ads while we get ourselves, let us stretch our legs, and then we'll be back to probably finish off this combat because you guys have just been rolling through it.
We have been.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, we've been rolling.
Max was tumbling.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Awesome.
Where's the be right back screen? There it is. And we're back.
Hey.
Let's keep going with this thrashing.
And destroying.
I forget who I said's turn it was. We just finished Corny, so
Clifford then?
yeah, Clifford.
Yeah, so this dude just ran up with a knife. That's what I remember.
Yeah, didn't.
He's a knife.
I'll be fine. I have a sword.
Clifford, you're up. You are very injured, but still able to keep going.
Oh man, I'm a little scared. Shooting at stuff's not my forte.
You're too old for this stuff.
I'm too old for this. I will. I either shoot at him or continue my suppressing fire tactic?
Oh yeah, you would also hear boots on the ground running towards you.
Running towards me?
Running towards the mausoleum, not to you specifically, but running in this direction.
Oh, great. Oh, great. I guess I'll stand up and start running towards the green guy while firing, I guess.
Second. Okay. You started running towards the green guy firing.
Yeah.
He, as you get closer, he reaches, for a knife to go, to engage in closer combat. But let's get you to roll some kick some ass here.
What I roll?
Mixed.
I know. Alright, I'm gonna use my second reroll that I have
Ooh.
Ooh.
as my gumshoe. So you do that a little bit better.
You got this. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Do you have to go with the second, or do you choose the better of the two?
It says I can reroll.
Oh.
Oh no.
Really good
Experience.
experience.
Oh no.
And now we know the game's not broken.
Well, he's suffering right now, so he's getting pretty close to a 7 health.
No.
I'll double check the gumshoe quickly. It might be that you need to go with the second roll.
Play dead.
Okay. You run at him, firing.
Can I
but-
use a luck?
You can use a luck if you want.
I guess I'll take.
So you're going to use a luck?
Yeah, I'll use a luck.
Okay.
I don't want it. This is a bad place to fail. It's gonna be bad.
You spend a luck point, taking that from a failure to a complete success. What bonus do you choose to add to this as you're running up?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
With the complete success on Kick Some Ass, you can either gain advantage, so you give 1 forward to you or another player. Inflict terrible harm, you get +1 harm to your attack. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them. One of those.
I'm gonna.
I'll tell you right now, you don't need to inflict terrible harm.
I'm gonna force him where I want him.
You don't want to take less damage.
Oh, am I gonna take damage?
Yeah.
What?
So there's still an exchange of blows, but this means that
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take less harm then.
you run up firing as he draws a knife out and goes to slash at you as you draw closer, but before he's able to swing, he drops to one knee and then falls to the ground. And you're able to move where you want to. Where do you want to? Do you want to stay where you keep close to them too? Because he was up here, so you would have been moving closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be running up on him as I shoot him. So I'll probably end up where he drops.
Okay. So maybe up
Sorry, buddy.
Closer there, but
yeah.
And you take no harm.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy, but that's what being a hired gun is about.
Okay. Clifford, now, Max and Wynne, what are you guys doing at this moment?
Stepping out to go and see what everyone. I'm gonna wave to Corny and to Cliff. Be like, oh, hi, you found us.
And before our break, I did shout that there's more coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be like, oh, shit. Because I wouldn't have really noticed the other two guys. So they're all down at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to be like, we should get out of here.
Oh, they're all dead?
No.
This one's left.
Okay.
We should get out of here while I running jump kick the guy. No, I'm kidding.
Leg kick!
I do have my knife. So.
I'd like to Michael Jackson slide over and then just attack him.
Okay.
And then we can go.
Yeah, roll to kick some ass. Unless there's an alternative you wanted to use, but I think that's probably your...
my best one, yeah. Mixed success. Is it what? You inflict harm to each other, so nothing happens.
No, you still do... How much harm do you do?
3.
And that's magic, right?
No, it's just my base claws.
Do they not have the magic tag?
That's
Do
what
they might?
I thought they did.
Do they? Let's see.
I was assuming that they did.
I can fly.
Oh, ignore armor.
That's it, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. So that's 3, you said?
Yeah.
Your character
Okay.
really does fit the title monstrous.
Yes.
Yeah, so what is this like as Max this guy's still alive, but he is definitely unstable now. And Max is on a rampage.
I don't think he thinks it's a rampage. He's just like on a fighting high right now. But yeah, so as I do like my dance moves over to him, I just sort of I swipe him across the face like with my claws.
Yeah, so Corny, you're running up to the door, and then you see Max steamrolling beside you to take out the guy who was running up towards you with a knife. And the guy doesn't go down, but he is definitely heavily injured.
Cool. Wynne still has a turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she
I'm
has
going
a plus
to-
1 forward too. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to suggest that we take this guy hostage and get out of here. So I'm going to like head over and I'm going to be like, does anyone have any rope? Or something we can use. And as I like grab this guy's arm, because if he's down to the ground, he's not going to really fight me.
He's not down on the ground. He's heavily injured, but he's still up fighting.
Okay, well, still, I'm going to still suggest that we grab this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, I guess I could use magic to hold him, because I can trap a person, minion, or monster. So I'll use magic to trap them.
Okay. Roll
and I will
magic.
roll curse magic.
Yep.
Mixed success.
8 gets treated as a 9.
Yeah, means one glitch, one result. So I'm going to trap the person, but then it's going to be
it's a 10. She has plus 1 forward for me.
Right, that was.
It is.
So it's a full success then.
Thank you. I forgot about that. Never mind, there's no glitch because it's a 10, so then therefore I just trap him.
Oh, Lord.
It's the little things that add up.
And the way I picture myself trapping him is just like making it that his arms are like binded or something like that. Or trapping him in like a barrier. I don't know. I want to be able to move him, so.
You see, very similar to what was attempted on you just moments ago, you repeat the same words of power. And you see the veins in his arms just bulge as you essentially take control of the blood in his veins, and his body seizes. And he is currently restrained. I don't have a good marker for restrained.
I would like to manipulate someone then.
Okay.
And I would like to attempt to convince this guy that coming with us and not offering up any more resistance is probably in his best interest. And I'm gonna say to him, look, you see how we've dealt with your friends and I assume your boss. You can make it out of this alive if you stop fighting us now and come with us. And I'm going to roll this.
Roll to manipulate. Plus charm.
Yes.
Hey!
Oh, man. On a 10 plus, they do it for the reason I gave them. If I ask too much, they'll tell the minimum. But yeah, so. I mean, them living, pretty good reason.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you wanted to use your bond for this, because it is a charm. But I guess that's not necessary.
Nope.
Yeah, you see he struggles and just looks at you and says, "Take me if you wish. Circle will have you eventually."
You know, you know what they say. Life is like a circle, so it's fine.
Was he saying like you in general, or was you pointed towards somebody?
It kind of directed towards you guys.
Okay.
All right. I'd like to get out of here as quickly as possible, but I definitely want to take things off the bodies and make sure Clifford's okay.
Okay. The boots are coming in quickly, so if you linger, there'll be more conflict.
Max, can you grab the woman and then can we go?
Sure. So you want me to take a dead body?
Yeah, because I want to see what's on her. She may have some information for us, but I'll escort the guy and we get the fuck out.
That's kind of
And I'll
unsettling,
help
but sure.
Clifford.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. The guy at my feet.
Yeah.
He's like in military attire. Does he have like a first aid pouch or anything on his waist? Anything noticeable? Is it like a pouch with a cross on it or something?
So, here's what I'll say. You guys will each have a moment to take a single move before people are upon you. So,
I'm grabbing the guy and moving as far in the opposite direction of the feet as I can.
okay. Yeah, because you'll be slower if you're escorting someone, so that's probably the best option. Max is grabbing the woman.
There, and I just up and fly away.
Love it.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, Clifford, you can quickly examine.
Flip him over.
Yeah, roll. This would be an investigative mystery. I'd say.
Okay.
Because you have a beat. Depending on how you do, you might get more than what you're, or not.
Oh, okay. I guess he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
I was so covered in mud, I can't tell.
Yeah, you.
I'm not about to start rummaging. I was be like,
Yeah, there's nothing obvious on him. You like flip him over, and you're just like panicking to look around. He's covered in mud and blood and stuff. It's raining. It's dark. You would know.
damn it.
If he does have one, it would take too long to find.
Okay. So I'll just abandon it and run up towards the crew. Which direction are we getting out of here at? North,
Yeah, can I get
northwest?
somebody to roll a read a bad situation?
I trust my gut. Oh no, that's not trust my gut. All right. What is read about a situation sharp? I've got a shitload of that.
And
for
was there another action Wynne wanted to take? Or just
I wanted
going-
to just help. I wanted to just assist Clifford out. So
Yeah, bringing it from a 5 to a 6 would still be a miss, unfortunately.
then,
I think. Didn't you want to help him with his medical?
yeah, like I wanted to
Okay.
just like
You
make sure.
can-
I just wanted to ensure he got out without like his injuries causing an issue.
Yeah, you
So-
can heal him if you want to do that.
Yeah. I can heal one harm using magic, so I could roll for that if you want.
Yep.
Uh,
Roll to use
I-
magic to heal Clifford.
I know. I might take a step back from that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm giving this is consensual healing or anything.
Oh yeah, she does not ask permission.
Depends.
Um,
I mean,
You will take the healing and you will like it.
Oh, you're not going to like it. Wynn's healing is not enjoyable as...
I'm going to just say to him first, I'll be like, is it okay if I heal you? As I already start doing it.
I guess that's about all I'm going to get out before.
We had described Wynn's healing before as, like, the stitching of wounds back up.
Oh, God, I forgot that part.
So,
I'm sorry.
Clifford, you feel as she touches you, cold rush through your body as she whispers something that you can't understand under her breath, and you feel your wounds getting like they're being stitched back together and mended, and you gain one harm, or like you heal one harm, and are no longer considered unstable.
Oh, good. All right.
But it is very unpleasant.
Thanks, I guess. That was unpleasant, but helpful.
I'm sorry. I wish I had a better method for doing this. But I'm glad I could help.
And now, as for the read a bad situation, which I'm assuming is best way out.
That's going to be one of my questions. I get 3, but yeah, what's the best way out?
Damn it.
I'm going to hold the other 2 and make questions if I need to on the way.
Yeah. So.
No, I'll ask another question. What's my best way out, and are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
So, best way out. The answer to those both are very similar, but not quite the same. You know where the enemies are coming from, which is towards the mausoleum from the entrance to the graveyard. So you know you either have to double back around to the entrance or go find, essentially, like, hop the fence of this place, try and find another exit, which there should be an alternate exit to this area, whether it be through tree lines or would be a fence surrounding the whole place, so you'd be able to find a spot along the fence line further away from here, through the once you get out of sight from this place.
Okay, because we're on a tight, like, these people are rushing up. There's no time for conversation for us to decide which way we think is better. And Corny likes to trust his gut. So which way is better? What the fuck are these rolls?
Wow.
Roll 20 is broken. That's all there is.
Every single roll has a high number. That's crazy.
The only rolls you guys have really failed are the ones that don't have, like, huge consequence.
I think we found the plot armor.
Lord.
I have to switch to physical dice for all of you. Like, this is insane. Yeah, so You hear boots on the ground coming from the entrance. They head back up at the ready. You don't know. There might be monitoring the entrance itself, so your best bet would be to get to the gate line and get around from an isolated point. You know, you have means of either hopping the fence or breaking it with Max. Either way would be...
I flew away. Like, I legit just flew away already.
Oh.
He's chilling in the car already.
What you guys did?
Either way, you still know you guys are resourceful and would have methods for getting around a fence. So that would be your best way. Making sure to cover your tracks and sticking to dry land. Whatever dry land you can find.
Okay, that's what I suggest we do, and I just start on that path. I start going that way.
And I'm assuming Wynne and Clifford follow.
Yeah,
I'll follow.
You guys head in a
better ideas
direction towards the tree line. And yeah, you're able to find a path away before the other mercenaries show up and are now find this terrible scene. Where do you guys reconverge at?
I guess the car.
Car.
Yeah.
Which I guess is at the mall. Or did we get dropped off by the crew?
I think we were dropped off.
Yeah, we do. We did have a driver, so
yeah,
we can call him and tell him where we want to get picked up. So we call God, I always get it mixed up. I think Henry's my driver. No, we call Danny. Henry's the muscle. We call Danny O. Yo, Danny O. Swing by, pick us up.
Radio. He says, short, to the point. You give him where you currently are. I'll drop us back at the map, at the city map.
Then I don't know. I guess Max is in the air, so maybe he sees what we're doing. I don't know.
That's not where you guys would be. The mall, I think I said, was up in this area of the city, I believe is what I said.
I thought we were accurate over there, but...
Yeah, because we went back across.
Yeah, it is where we were. Yeah, it is where we were.
Okay. I need to label more things on this map.
Well, so where we are right now, like, it was the hotel that we were at.
Yeah.
Doing the investigation there. And then after that, we went to the mall.
The mall and graveyard, but I didn't think that was on the main side. I thought it was on the rich side. Because they're trying to develop the land.
Yeah, I'm pretty
you're the one in charge. You put us where we are.
They were dealing with land on the main side.
Okay.
I thought we had to go over the bridge with the pass at some point. Oh, maybe not for this.
That was the hotel.
Yeah,
the hotel.
Yeah, these people live on the other side, but they deal with real estate and purchasing of land and all that stuff on the south side of the river.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So you tell Danny where to pick you up. Getting a bit of distance from the graveyard. Make sure you won't be noticed. And yeah, you did too good on your rolls. You get out. What can I say?
I think we did just well enough. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. You get out.
All right, so now we are the proud owners of a new assault rifle. I assume a radio, and whatever other guns and things this man has on him. I'm going to remove all of his weapons and search him for knives and otherwise.
Yeah, he'd have a big knife. The assault rifle, which I'll have to now stat out fully. And he would have a number of clips for that as well.
I'm going to put it in other gear for me, so just let me know whatever that is.
He'd also have a smaller handgun strapped into his boot.
Okay, so like a 9mm, or what are we looking at? Ultimately, what's the harm? Is it a 2 harm or a 3 harm?
It'd be a 2. Like it's a small gun meant for like point blank.
Well, to keep in fashion with the game, then it should be a 1 harm because the small revolver is a
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If you want to keep it the same, okay.
I don't have a list of the weapons, which I
have a list of the ones that I can use.
Yeah, so, you probably
and small revolver is there.
Yeah, then that's what it would be. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah, it says small revolver, 1 harm, hand, close, reload, concealable.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Cool.
I'll look up a list of different weapons for this and figure what their tags would be. But also he has the radio. Which you would hear over the radio. Purple. Purple doesn't sound like a good color to call over the radio. I don't know why. Orange? Yeah. Orange 1. What's your location? Do you reply to the radio or just leave it?
Leave it is what I think. I don't know if anybody else wants to reply.
No.
Okay. You leave the radio.
Yeah, I'll leave the radio for now.
But I'm assuming you take it off of him, though?
Yeah.
You take it off, and he's wearing a Kevlar vest, but his current is now compromised because it's taken a few shots.
We take it off him just in case, but I don't think I need it.
It's possible you could patch it up. Me having no idea how Kevlar truly works, I don't think you could technically patch it up, but we'll say you can because fantasy. And you have magic people.
Yeah.
You have magic people with you. They can probably do something.
Shatter, I think.
But you have people with magical abilities. I'm sure they can fix Kevlar.
Maybe.
That's magic the answer for everything, huh?
No, you can actually
Get the
repair
wizard to do
Kevlar.
You
There's
can?
Kevlar repair patches, yep.
Oh.
Even better.
So you can mark down damaged Kevlar. You'll have to spend some downtime to actually repair it, but could be repaired.
Black jackets are the ones with the things that shatter,
Oh, okay.
and you put new plates into the jacket itself.
We're learning.
Okay.
That's about what you'd get off him.
And then I'm gonna look over at Max and like, why do you still have a dead body? You haven't taken everything off of her yet?
You said take the body and go, so that's what I did.
Ew, why is the body with us?
You're right. I forgot. I need to be very specific with you. I'd like
Now we
whoever
gotta-
wants to start looting her so we can see if there's any useful bits.
This I will get an investigate roll from someone.
Investigate. That's what I do.
Do it.
11.
Just to see. This is just to see roll. We're going with this 11 no matter what I roll. But I want to see. Okay, good.
I'll start rummaging some pockets and grab my phone off her.
Yeah, you grab your phone. You probably would have grabbed it in the graveyard because I don't think she would have held on to it after being shot by a sniper rifle. But she does have her own cell phone on her. A very high-tech smartphone.
Can I unlock it?
I'm gonna do a luck check.
Watch it need Face ID, and I just hold her head up.
That's what this luck check is for.
Weekend at Bernie's. It's weekend at Leanie's.
8. That's a 7 to 9 is partial success, right?
Yeah.
Weekend at Leanie's.
The phone is locked. Seems to need fingerprint registration.
It's like, oh, look at that. It's a good thing I brought the body.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It looks like it's fingerprint locked. The phones do that these days?
If you're rich
I mean,
enough.
I've never seen one, but I've heard tales of the super wealthy, so I guess so.
Well, I guess it's bad for her in this situation.
So which finger do I need to break off? I'm assuming that's how this works.
Well,
We don't have to break it off.
Max is primed to just rip the finger right off.
Oh my god.
Well, hold on. Max might have a point, because if we get rid of the body and we still need to access the phone, we may need a finger.
We'll just disable
I
the
have a
lock
knife.
inside.
Yeah, just talking outright. Clifford's right. We could just disable the fingerprint in the settings after we get into it the first time.
Max wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I know he wouldn't. That's why I'm just speaking out loud.
But Clifford did say it. Did you actually already pull the finger off or what?
No, I literally asked which finger do I need to rip off first.
Okay. Well, let's wait. Let's just use the finger first.
I'll apply her finger to this.
Yeah, you apply her finger and her phone unlocks. And Morning would probably be the main person to be able to get through the phone and disable the
Find me feature.
Yeah, disable all the security on it.
Okay. What do you want me to roll for that?
I'm just gonna spend a minute, kind of like thumbing through the phone, not knowing at all what to do.
And I'm just gonna. Do you understand what?
What's this button do?
Because Corey,
okay.
you would have. Clifford probably wouldn't have had advanced technology.
Clifford, hold on. Have you not used anything like this before?
I gotta like show the phone. There's like
It's
two different
brick.
windows open side by side.
He has the calculator
And,
app
like-
open for some reason.
Yeah, it's calculator. I try to put this passcode in.
No, just can I?
Hand over the phone.
And I'm gonna like clear all the apps like right away. Just like, okay, close apps. All right, here we are.
Wither bug.
Going
is
for
already
like 30
installed.
seconds of just closing apps.
Wow. She did not know how to use her phone.
I've already installed a bunch of like weather bug and
Malware and stuff.
Oh no!
Just instantly.
Like,
You held the phone and it created it.
oh lord.
10 seconds.
Weatherbug's on, and then he just clicked all the ads that popped up, so installed everything. Like it was a cascade effect. Oh lordy.
But yeah, you clear all the apps. Yeah, this is probably the like most high-tech phone you've used before, Corny, because this is beyond what people had before the surge. You realize that this person was an elite white-collar individual.
Okay.
Yeah, above your level of criminal underworld.
Yeah, we get their phones from up there when they like upgrade to a new phone. So this is like 2 upgrades past where I'm at.
Yeah.
Do I investigate a mystery to try to figure it out, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's investigate a mystery. Seems like the best thing, just to make sure that you see if you're able to clear out and make sure that it's safe. Or at least will take them a bit to find it.
Nice.
So, mixed success. You are able to disable like all the security features on it with relatively ease, but you do know that there's an option here. This could have a lot of info on it and connections to whatever is going on here. But eventually somebody will be able to find it unless the phone is destroyed.
Okay.
So, you have a...
I'm gonna say to everybody, we gotta get what we can off of this quickly and then get rid of it. Was I able to disable the fingerprint?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna suggest to the group and to Danny-O that we find a nice little quiet spot by the river and get rid of a body.
that how it's done?
I've had to do it before, and honestly, it's the easiest way to do it. I mean, we've already heard of bodies showing up in the river and by the docks. Hopefully this body can just be another in the long line. Though, with all this circle business and how wealthy they are, it's probably going to end up on the news and on the police's radar. When it's one of us, nobody cares. But when it's one of them, now it's the top story. But maybe this will work in our favor. Maybe the attention to the bodies showing up in the river and on the docks will actually be something that matters now.
True.
Two birds, one stone.
Let's go to a river.
One of the best ways to bring people out of hiding is to make them panic. You guys head to the river to dispose of this, and I think that will probably be where we call the session for today.
Nice.
We'll pick up here. People have gained a lot of information, and they just obliterated the encounter. Your luck will run out soon, hopefully.
You said that last week.
Yep. In terms of the VOD, I'm going to call the stream here. So, goodbye, everybody. This has been so much fun.